Hey YouTube, this is Gracie and welcome back to Mini Card Mondays. Mini Card Mondays is when I show how to make a mini Disneybounding greeting card. And if you're not too sure what I mean by Disneybounding greeting cards, I'll be leaving a link to my very first video in which I describe what Disneybounding greeting card means to me. But anyways, let's get started by showing how to make this Disneybounding Sebastian card from The Little Mermaid. I hope you guys enjoy. So my inspiration was actually these little clips here. I saw these up in my peripheral vision on the shelf and I said, oh my gosh, I have to make a Sebastian card because he's a crab and these are pinchers and it was too perfect. So this is what started the whole process. I ended up wanting to do some sort of cute background, so I chose this paper, which is this cardstock from, let's see, Maggie Holmes, I think is the collection here. This is the paper I used, and yeah, that was the other part of the inspiration. I just saw that again on my shelf and just thought that would be really cute. So that's the background that I chose, and I liked it also because these little kind of triangle diamondy shapes make me think of crab legs. I don't know why, but it just does. And then I also did this banner here, and I felt like that definitely resembled the fabric that one Ariel wears when she gets legs, but also the type of fabric that Sebastian ends up getting washed with. Remember when those ladies end up doing the laundry and he gets thrown in the bucket and he goes, ugh. Anyway, that's the sound he makes. And yeah, I also decided to do the clips where they hang up the laundry too. That's kind of a nice accident there. Also, I did the XOXO because of Kiss the Girl, the song that he sings. And then I did the ribbon just to have more red, and because he's red and he's a crab, so there you go. On the inside, I did the sentiment, sending oceans of love. And this is from the stamp collection here. Let's see, what's the Inky Antics. And this is, oh gosh, what's the name of the brand here? Honey Pop Set? I don't know what the Inky Antics, I guess, is the company. Here you go. Honey Pop, there you go. That is the name of the company, and I used this sentiment here. For the banner, I used my Fawn, again, my favorite company. I love Fawn. And this is the Bannerific and die set, so they had some matching dies there. And the XOXO is again Fawn, and this is just Scripty XOXO. Lastly, on the back side, I did my G stamp with a little tiny crab at the top, and I did that in Distress Ink, Holtz Distress Ink. I think that was in like honey or something like that. And this is the little crab I used. Again, Fawn, Life is Good is the set that I used. And instead of taking these jumbo clips that are from Recollections, which are perfectly good, if you'd like to do larger clips, that's totally up to you. I ended up going with these little mini clothespins, 40 pack from Crafter's Korner. Imagine and Create is the sub name, I guess. And these had some red ones in there, so that's what we ended up using. For the card that I'm going to be making for you guys today, I'm going to show how to use the larger clips, just because I'm out of the red clips in the mini ones. So let's get started and show you how to make this card. I started off with using a card that was 5.5 by 4 inches, and I cut it down the middle at approximately 2 3/4, and that split the card in half. So I had two little cards here, and then we're going to turn it sideways. I already stamped my sentiment on the inside, sending oceans of love. Thought it was perfect because, you know, it's all in the ocean, etc. Anyway, the G stamp I already did on the back as well. First thing I did was cut down my piece of cardstock, and this is 2 3/4 by 4, and we're just going to glue that down. Let's see if I can find my tape runner here. Just put that down on your card. There we go. Right on top. hopefully. There we go. The next thing I did was cut my ribbon, and I just used this giant spool of red kind of see-through ribbon here. We just got this from a scrapbooking store quite some time ago. I think the store might have been going out of business, so we got tons and tons of ribbon from them. I think that's where we got that spool. So I just cut that just a little bit longer than the card. I wanted it to be angled again to kind of, you know, resemble his pinchers. So we're going to put that aside for just a second, and I'm going to show you each piece. The banner first, I stamped it on some light brown cardstock and then ran it through the die cut machine. And then I took some black cardstock and did the XOXO, so that way you could just glue that down and put that onto your banner. And with a little bit of Disney magic, ta-da, that is what it's going to look like. So we're gonna put that onto, we're gonna see what it looks like first. We're gonna kind of measure it all out, putting that in the center of the card and this in the center of the ribbon. And then we're gonna take our giant, oops, I knew that was gonna fall, our giant clips, 2 of those. Again, let's measure this out. Put it here like this. And then I took my clips and I attached it to the top of the banner. Now this one we may have to do differently because they're so large, but this is how I did it for the small clips. Now we're just going to clip that there. And all I did to adhere that to the page or to the card was used my Tacky Dot Singles. You can use tear tape for this, that would work just as well. Let's see, just taking off the backing, flipping this over, and we're gonna put one of the dot singles on each of the clips, and then one in the center where the banner touches, the bottom part of the banner rather. Like so. This should be enough here. And the nice thing about putting it on this kind of see-through ribbon is that there's so many holes in it that it actually sticks to the banner as well as the card. Actually, I'll show you in just a second what I mean by that. And actually I flipped it over, I'm remembering now. Flipped it over and put it on, oops, this part of the banner. Just on the bottom here. And like I said, because this ribbon is thin, it has holes, it actually is sticky now on the back of the ribbon. So that works out nicely. We're gonna flip that all over and just place that in the center of the card as best we can. And you can angle the clips so that they look more like pinchers too. There you go. And press in all 3 spots that you've put that adhesive on there. And there you have it. Nice and simple. A Disneybounding Sebastian card, mini card I should say. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And stay tuned for more mini cards heading your way. I'll be adding a link to the playlist of all of my other mini cards that I've made. And yeah, stay tuned for this upcoming week's video as well on Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!